don't feel like a lot of people have a whole lot of fun anymore. They don't. They say they do, but they really don't.
Yeah.
So then they shun people when they see them going to raves or partying and having a good time.
Yeah.
So my name is Phillip von Thury, and right now I'm currently working in sales.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you know this guy?
This guy.
Right.
Man, I had the pleasure of meeting him, chance meeting. I finally said yes a few years ago to going out to a pool party during the summer. Didn't know anybody. My wife got an invite, and I was like, fine, let's just go. Let's get out of the house. And just connected, started talking. Man, we just connected over all the random stuff that I think, many of us kind of explore and get into. Spirituality, aliens, just all the things that I think as you start to explore what life is about, you kind of maybe start to get into a little bit as well. And we just kind of hit it off from there. Obviously, both working out and fitness, and but Joe much further along, of course, being the Mr. Bodybuilder and trainer over here. So, yeah, that's how it started.
Nice, man. So he kind of helped you get into working out. Were you working out at the time?
Definitely was working out at the time. Was like back to being, I think I could still handle it myself. But what really changed was I got COVID, but not like deathly ill, but I got sick. Like truthfully, actually, I hurt my back, and then I was gonna get in the gym the very next week and got hit with COVID pretty hard. And so I wasn't in the gym for literally 60 days, lost 30 pounds, and it literally looked like I hadn't lifted a weight in like years. And I was like, well, I thought I was doing decent before, but if there's ever a time to get with a trainer, and this is going to be it. We're at base level. Let's start I'm at the bottom. Let's just build it back correctly. And I was like, I know Joe. Let me hit him up and let's get connected and start working to build this physique back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen right away though. That was like
Took a while.
It took a little bit, yeah.
I think it was almost a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was almost a year. Yeah,
9 months. Yeah, close to a year. Yeah.
close to a year. Yeah, we just exchanged social media contacts, and we were just following each other on social media. That's about it. I'm not a hard salesman anyway. I want to help everybody, but that doesn't mean everybody wants my help. So he reached out to me, and I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Nice. How has Joe impacted your life?
One, as far as just fitness and everything, got me on the right path. Really helped me understand diet, exercise a bit better, and everything. Got me to the leanest I've ever been in my life. In addition to that, there's a lot of other things that really branched out of this. One, not just as part of diet and exercise, but also got me linked up with one of his great friends who's a doctor, who really, set me on the right path from a lot of the issues that I was having, and things that I went to like specialists about, saying, hey, this is allergies, or this is what that is, or you're just getting older. And truthfully, it was, hey, look, you need to get on the right diet and supplement, like vitamins, minerals, supplements, and then also correcting some hormonal imbalances too. And once all that got figured out, I don't feel like dog shit every day anymore. I don't have the body's aches and pains. My allergies went away. So to couple that with, healthy eating and exercise has just really put me on the right track to just feeling alive again. But speaking of that, the biggest thing also on top of that was a bit more of a mindset change too. I think as we kind of start to get a little older and through our years, we start to say no to things in life. And the big thing that impact that Joe had on me as well is, look, life's an adventure. Just start saying yes. And so now at this point, I have a propensity not to ask about details. So when I says, "Hey, do you want to go do something?" I just say yes and go with it. And my wife's like, "Wait, you don't know when it ends, what you're doing, what exactly?" I said, "No, I don't know who's going. I don't really care. I just said yes, and we're going." And it's taken me on some really fun adventures and cool experiences. And I think that's the biggest thing too, is you got to start saying yes to things in life, otherwise you're just going to miss out.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
What else? What adventures have you gone on with this guy? Can you explain one?
Well, Joe got me to go out, start going to some raves every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Like, it's become almost like a therapeutic for me, which is crazy to say that, because it's like you don't think of it like that at all. It's, hey, whatever bad habits or like mind loops that your brain kind of gets stuck in, and then I go out and have, you know, a long night dancing and hanging out with my wife and friends. Like, I wake up that next day, and whatever issues that were looping in my brain just don't happen anymore. Like,
Yeah.
it kicks my mind out of whatever loop it was in,
Yeah.
and I'm good to go, and we're feeling refreshed. It's crazy. I don't know why it works like that, but it's like doing something different than the norm gets you in a different mindset, and you're able to move forward differently, and that's helped. Um, and then, yeah, just doing different things with like working out has helped as well. So yeah, I mean, or just, hey, you want to come over and hang
Film?
out at the pool,
You want
you
to come
know,
over and film?
do whatever. And it's just, like I said, saying yes to something that maybe you're like, man, I got other things to do. It just kicks you out of a bad mindset that you may be starting to get into, and you just, I don't know, you just always come out of those things feeling better. So yeah.
I have a theory. It's not a. I also want to state that a lot of the stuff that I talk about, I don't want to say that they're 100% facts, because I don't always do all of my research.
Yeah.
But we can talk in opinions, and we can talk in hypotheticals. But I do have a mass number of people that I've worked with, thousands. So one can say that I'm experienced through practical application, maybe not through like literature, or I don't have a degree in this stuff. But I have a client, and he has a master's degree in one that I connected with, Ruben. He has a master's degree in, oh man, I'm trying to remember the actual terminology. A professional event planner. I'm not exactly sure what that's called, but he has a theory that as children play, and they're very playful and they're very outgoing, and then as adults we stop playing.
Yeah.
And he feels like that affects the psyche in a manner that has a negative and adverse effect on people.
Absolutely.
And I started to think about that just listening to him talk right now. He said it got me out of this loop that I was in. And as an adult, we're under a lot of pressure, right? You have responsibilities, whether they be financial. You have responsibilities as a husband, as a friend, as a brother, as a son, as a cousin, whatever responsibilities you take on. That's a lot of responsibilities. So you go to work, a responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got a role to play as a husband. That's another role. But so when do we play? At what point does a grown man have the opportunity to play? Watching television isn't play. It's just it's more distractions.
It's kind of putting your mind on, you put yourself on standby, just kind of watching TV. That's how I've always looked at it.
Yeah, so I thoroughly enjoy hanging out with Phil, whether if it's just talking to him or sending messages back and forth. But I'd much rather actually have his company in person, like going. Whether it doesn't have to be a rave. You know, I try to invite him to as many different things as possible. I can't as of lately because I'm on a monitor, so I haven't really been doing a whole lot. But I thoroughly enjoy his company. So yeah, he was a client, but then I got to know him as an individual person. I'm like, he's cool. He's like, I can connect with him. I can talk to him. We have a lot in common. He's very, very free spirited. He has no judgment. He's rarely ever negative. He's always upbeat, positive, and it's easy to work with because he wants help genuinely.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, is there anything else I can do? Okay, well, we tried that. Is there anything else I can do? So he's always wanting more. He reads, so he's constantly learning. But most recently wants to have fun too. And I think a lot of people in life, they're missing fun. Like I was missing fun for many years, and I don't want to miss fun anymore. So as grown men or grown women, I don't feel like a lot of people have a whole lot of fun anymore. They don't. They say they do, but they really don't.
Yeah.
So then they shun people when they see them going to raves or partying and having a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, well you can have a good time too. It doesn't have to be that.
Yeah.
Go do something. Ride a bike. Go do something.
Yeah.
Ride a motorcycle.
Yeah.
You know, ride his bike lately.
So the thing too, it's like, yeah, it doesn't, you know, there are so many different ways to have fun. And I mean, one of the things too, it's like, as long as I can get like, maybe like 4 hours to myself per se a month to just go 4 steady hours, just go do something that I want to do, whether that be like, I mean, yeah, just get on the motorcycle and go ride. And it just gets you in a good mindset and be like, look, you know, you don't have to go out and be around a ton of people and party or whatever sense that looks like for you. It's just doing something that takes you out of the norm to go do something you truly enjoy and want to go do, and saying yes to do that. And that's kind of really, you know, the big thing that I really learned with Joe is like, look, just say yes to doing things. Hey, I have the time today. I may be a little tired. Do I really want to get on my bike or go do something? Go do it. Because guess what? Like, you're about to be back to work all week, the regular daily grind. And when's the time again? You're not always promised tomorrow, and tomorrow might just be you're just a cog in the wheel of the rat race. So go enjoy it, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, whatever that looks like.
right. So that's the big stuff.
Yeah.
I like that.
Huh?
Party time.
I said I like that.
Oh yeah, that's just my phone. No, but he makes a valid point. So, if people stop having fun, they're gonna die. Just like if they stop moving, they're gonna die faster. So you're gonna die at whatever age you're gonna die at. So is Phil. So am I. And I think I've been exposed to a lot of death in my life that it's given me new appreciation for living, and because my freedom was taken, it's given me a new appreciation for living.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't really have that. They don't experience that.
Yeah.
So if you don't experience that, you don't truly appreciate freedom.
Even the little things.
Yeah.
Just small little things. Yeah, like even this is just a huge reminder of a lot of the traumas that I'm still dealing with, right? It may be nothing like there's a comment from I think 2 videos ago, me talking about it. Thank you, by the way, for your comment. Yeah, I'm actually in my feels. And I'm grateful to be in my feelings about how I feel shit, because for a long time I wasn't in my feelings, and for a long time my feelings were violent. So as men, I don't think we have that opportunity to talk about our feelings, because it's not dominating, it's not masculine. But what is masculine? Taking another life, that's masculine. Masculine is threatening somebody or hitting somebody or causing violence. That's masculine. I don't think that's masculine. I think that's just a cop-out. So yeah, I could be in my feelings, but I'm having trauma about this little thing on my ankle because of my past life and my past experiences. So I have the opportunity to interview people that, like Phil, that's a really close friend of mine now, and I wouldn't have had this experience had I not went through what I went through in life, and I wouldn't be doing this right now if I don't go to raves or if I don't do psilocybin, because it wouldn't open up my idea about maybe this can help a lot of other people. So saying yes to things is very important, but also just within boundaries.
I was about to say, don't do math. Say no to that.
That and hurting people and just
Right.
just being like opinionated, but some of the things that I say may not resonate with everybody. That's okay. Some of the things that I still currently do may not resonate with everybody. That's okay. Some people may think that I'm too in my feelings, or I'm boastful, or I'm prideful. I'm not. They really haven't grasped the first video that I put out about why I'm doing what I'm doing anyway. It's a reflection of who I was and what I'm currently doing and what I'm doing about it. Like, I'm not complaining about it. I'm taking some form of action. I'm reflecting, and because of this, I've had many opportunities on podcasts, possibly Netflix special. So there's a number of things that's coming about this, but I would have never been here now if I had not said yes to going out with you, or if you wouldn't have said yes to coming out with me. You could have either said no,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have met him, and I wouldn't have met him at this capacity
Yeah.
if he would have said no. but he decided to reach out. I'm like, oh, what the hell? You just never know.
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna say yes to.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line.
One thing I'd add to that is, you know, Joe and I definitely have different past stories, but as I've kind of tried to grow much more down my spiritual path of enlightenment, one of the things that came to me a few years ago was a saying that reflect inward before expressing outward, and that's something I really truly try to hold to. Like, I mean, truly human, so it doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
But remembering that, and you know, you're talking about what does it mean to really be masculine and manly and stuff, and I think that's really a big part of it is controlling your emotions, your outward emotions, being able to reflect what's going on with me. Is this a me thing? Is this a somebody else thing? Before you even open your mouth or take an action to do something, understand what's really going on, and then you have a calm, collective approach to whatever it is in life. It's very difficult to do, much easier said.
Yeah.
But if you constantly remind yourself to do that, I think that just really helps you grow as a person. I think when you see people lose control of their emotions, especially in public, we've seen that a lot. I think that, in my mind, that's a sign of weakness of a person. So I try to hold to that. Reflect inward before expressing outward.
I like that.
Yeah, it's good. That's good shit.
Stay grounded and present, and then punch him in the face.
Yeah. Is this,
Oh my god.
is this
No.
a me thing or you think it's a you thing and you deserve this?
Yeah.
It's always, most of the time you just like, I could do nothing.
But
Yeah.
you know, that's part of it too. Is just going, you know, look, your intervention and things doesn't always need to happen.
Yeah.
So sometimes the universe will take care of it for you.